They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal week 7 as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
All right, let's go. 11.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
They go play action with Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Hey, kill. Here we go.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey,
line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
Go, let's go.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Help.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Up. Hey, Ken.
To throw is Fields. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown, Bears! Equanimeous St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On play action, Lawrence. Running free at the 45, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Fields. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
EQ!
On 3rd down, Henry. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll run forward with Henry. Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. First down. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession.
Here we go.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Alpha, let's go. It's all right.
Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete. The Bears at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now it's Fields. This will go to Henry out wide. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Back to throw. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Ken. West right it. All right.
Now Fields. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Hey, Ken,
Now Fields going to move him around. They'll look to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Patterson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Hey, Ryan.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
On red.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Red on red.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And got his man complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, Lawrence flushed out right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hey, can't. Right.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Fields on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Henry up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
11.
Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, go! 30 left.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And the ball is knocked out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Again, it's Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's got this down to the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
11, Agate.
Lawrence. There's Evans again, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double team.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Right, open. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will knot us up at 10. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey,
Fields changing the play. From the 27, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Here we go.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, Ken. Go.
On 1st down, Fields. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. On play action, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Lawrence will throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jags have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensive. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Hey, hey, hey.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Flush to his right. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And the Bears are right back in this football game. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Here we go, Spike.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. 80 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Henry again on 2nd down. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Here we go.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Right. Hey, never mind. Monday. Go.
To throw is Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Help. Chip slant. Extend. Right.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go.
The drive will start with an option going left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The kick by Lutz is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here we go, son.
This is 1st and 10. Fields going to change things up here.
Why not? 11. Right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
All eyes on Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
He's going to let it fly. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Fields. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's DJ Turner who's got it down the right sideline. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Hey, easy. Route. Rocco switch.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, Ron.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Jags, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.